Hello everyone, you are on HMJ Study channel. We are going for accounts of 12th Commerce, Chapter 1 Introduction to Partnership and Partnership Final Account, practical problem number 10. Let's read the question. Shipra and Manisha are partners sharing profits and losses in the capital ratio. So, we have to find out their capital ratio first. Then you are required to prepare trading and profit and loss account for the year end 31st March 2019 and balance sheet on the same date. And along with the same accounts, here you can see to the credit balance there is current account. So along with it, we have to prepare partners current account too. This way the accounts should be prepared. To the left side in the books of Shipra and Manisha, trading and profit and loss account, you can see both the accounts are made together and it is divided with the red line, that is closing lines. The upper part is trading account, the lower part is profit and loss account, and on the next page partners current account and balance sheet. Before we start the problem, we will see their profit sharing ratio, and it was written in the first line that it is according to their capital. So the amounts of capital are 90,000 and 30,000. How will we find their profit sharing ratio? See, 90,000 and 30,000. Cancel the common zeros. There are 4 zeros here, there are 4 zeros here. Remain is 9 is to 3. It means 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9. So the profit sharing ratio is 3 is to 1. Okay, moving towards the first step, marking up adjustments. Stock on 31st March, it is closing stock that we don't mark. Next is sales. Sales include sale of machinery 2000 which is sold on 1st April 2018. This is nothing but machinery sold and which is wrongly recorded as sales. So therefore this entry, this adjustment will affect the sales. So mark the sales, and it will also affect the machinery, means plant and machinery. So mark plant and machinery in this way. I already have marked the items. You move with me. After this, so here we have marked sales and plant and machinery. Next, depreciate fixed assets. You have to find all the fixed assets from the question. See, which are fixed assets? Furniture, plant and machinery. So plant and machinery will have two adjustments. Okay, first is for this and second will be for depreciation. So find out the fixed assets. Fixed assets are furniture, market, plant and machinery, market. Then building. So building is also fixed asset. Mark the building. This is done. Fourth one, each partner is entitled to get the commission at 1% of gross profit. So when we get the gross profit, we have to go for 1% commission for the partners. But this adjustment will be solved when we get the gross profit, and after closing trading account we get the gross profit. So this adjustment will be solved at the time of closing the trading account. After this, interest on capital is 5% per annum. So interest on capital, the capital account will be marked for the adjustment. After this, outstanding expenses are wages and salaries. So mark wages and salaries. Then create provision for doubtful debt at 3% on sundry debtors. So mark sundry debtors. Here all the markings are done. Next step, to transfer all these items to the accounts that we have prepared. For transfer of items, either you follow the instructions given below or you go with me. Keep the textbooks in front. In the trial balance to the debit balance, the first item is sundry debtors. Sundry debtors we write to the asset side, sundry debtors, and there is adjustment. So amount in the inner column, leaving a line as there is only one adjustment. Next is purchases. We write purchases to the trading account debit side, 2 purchases, and while writing the we'll find whether purchase return is given in question or not. Yes, to the credit balance the purchase return is given and it is 4th item to the credit balance. So what we do? We write purchase amount in the inner column less purchase return. The purchase return amount is 1000. So 55,000 less 1054 will be returned to the outer column. After purchases there is furniture, and we have marked the furniture. It means it has the adjustment, and furniture is nothing but assets. So write in the asset furniture and the amount 38,000 in the inner column, leaving a line. After furniture, plant and machinery, and plant and machinery is marked twice. So plant and machinery asset side 60,000 in the inner column, when we will leave 3 lines for 2 of the adjustments. After plant and machinery, wages, trading account debit side. So trading account debit side, there is an adjustment, so 2 wages amount in the inner column, leaving a line for the adjustment. Next, salaries, it is also marked. Salaries is office expense, so after closing lines to the debit side of profit and loss account, 2 salaries amount in the inner column, leaving a line. Next is discount. Discount is written or given in the to the debit balance, therefore to the debit side of profit and loss account, 2 discount amount in the outer column, 800. Then bills receivable, it is nothing but asset, so go to the asset side, write bills receivable amount in the outer column, 14,400. Next is carriage inward. Carriage inward, we write to the debit side of profit and loss account, 2 carriage inward amount in the outer column, 1,000. After it, postage, again to the debit of profit and loss account, 2 postage amount, 500, outer column. Sales return. Sales return is always deducted from the sales, and sales we write to the credit side of trading account. Buy sales, find out the sales amount first, which is given to the credit balance, the very first item. 1,20,000 is the amount of sales, and before we deduct the sales return from the sales, there is an adjustment. First of all, we have to deduct that adjustments amount. Means which adjustment? Adjustment number 2, which means machinery is sold but it is wrongly recorded as sales. Therefore, that amount 2,000 will be deducted here first, then we will deduct the sales return out of it. Therefore, we will leave 1 line for that adjustment, then we'll write less sales return and the amount in the inner column. Okay, so further calculations can be done later. After sales return, we have cash in hand and cash at bank. Cash in hand and cash at bank both are assets. So cash in hand 4,000 outer column, cash at bank 47,000 outer column. Insurance to the debit of profit and loss account, writing the amount outer column. Opening stock, trading account debit side, 2 opening stock amount in the outer column. Trade expense or general expenses forms the part of office and administration expenses that are incurred for making and implementing the plans efficient for the running of the business and maintenance of the office. Therefore, this trade expenses will be written to the debit side of profit and loss account, writing the amount in the outer column. Then warehouse rent, profit and loss debit amount, outer column. Advertisement, profit and loss debit amount, outer column. Then last item to the debit balance is building. Building is nothing but asset, and we have marked building, therefore the amount of 20,000 will be written in the inner column, leaving a line. Coming to the credit balances, the first is sales. Sales we already have written here. Then rent. Rent is given to the credit balance. Therefore, we will go to the credit side of profit and loss account and write by rent 1,800, outer column. After rent, sundry creditors, it is liability. So go to liability, write sundry creditors amount in the outer column. Purchase return is already deducted out of the purchase, so will not pass the entry for it here. Discount credit side, by discount 500, credit side of profit and loss account, 500 in the outer column. Then bills payable. Bills payable is nothing but liability. So right here bills payable amount 9,000, outer column. After bills payable, next is capital account. Both the partners' capital balances are given. So this capital account will be mentioned to the liability side. Capital account Shipra 90, Manisha 30. The total of these two has been taken to the outer column. Why are we doing this? Because we are having current account. If we don't have it, what we do? We write the Shipra, we leave space for net profit or net loss. So whenever there is current account, it will be written directly. After capital balances, there is current balance given. Current balances will be written to the credit side of partner's current account. By balance brought down, Shipra's 5,000 and Manisha's 3,000 is given. And it is mentioned to the credit side, so we have written to the credit side, writing by balance brought down. Check it once whether you have post or you have transferred the items properly or not. Let's go for adjustments now. The very first adjustment is about closing stock. This is 37,000. So we know the two effects of it. We go to the credit side of trading account, writing by closing stock. This is 37,000. So outer column 37,000. The next effect to the asset side. After building, here will mention closing stock and the amount will be written to the outer column, that is 37,000. Next adjustment is regarding sale. Sales includes sale of machinery 2000 which is sold on 1st April 2018. It means the sales that we have recorded to the credit side of trading account is including 2000 of machinery sold and wrongly recorded as sales. So first of all we'll deduct it from here, less machinery, write it fully, machinery sold but wrongly recorded as sales, and the amount of it was 2000. And the second effect of it, deduct from plant and machinery, less sold on, mention the date, as the date is 1st April 2018. So 1st of April 2018, write the amount of 2000. Both the sides the calculations will be done. First of all we'll go for this 60,000 less 2,000 will be 58,000. We'll keep it in the inner column only, as further adjustments of depreciation has to be done here. And here 1,20,000 less 2,000 less 500. It means 2,500 will be deducted from 1,20,000. 1,17,500. 500. Okay, so both the sides we have passed the effects. Next, depreciation on fixed asset. We have three fixed assets here: furniture, plant and machinery, and buildings. So go for furniture first. What is the rate of depreciation? 5%. Here is furniture written. We used to deduct the depreciation, so less depreciation at 5%. Now, showing the working note, calculate the depreciation on furniture and the amount, take the amount 38,500. Showing the working note, depreciation on furniture at 5% on 38,500. So, 38,500 into 5 upon 100. Cancel this two zeros, now 385 into 5. The answer will be 1925. Now this amount of depreciation will be deducted from furniture, 1925. Get the answer? It will be 36,575. The next effect for the depreciation on furniture will go to the debit side of profit and loss account, writing to depreciation on furniture. Okay, and the amount of this amount of depreciation 1925 will be written in the outer column. In the same way, 5% depreciation on plant and machinery. So take 58,000 amount for the calculation of depreciation on plant and machinery. Show the working note again. In this way, depreciation on plant and machinery at 5%, 58,000 we have taken. So 58,000 into 5 upon 100. Now cancel the zeros. Remain is 580 into 5. So calculate it. After multiplying, you will get 2,900. So this will be written here, less depreciation at 5%. What was the amount? 2,900. Now deduct 2,900 from 58,000. After deduction, 55,100. The next effect of depreciation on plant and machinery to the debit side of profit and loss account, writing to depreciation on plant and machinery. The amount of 2,900, that is of depreciation, will be mentioned here. One more fixed asset is here, that is building this. So again depreciation on building, write it first, less depreciation at 5%. Now 5% of 20,000. So show the working note. Depreciation on building at 5%. 20,000. So 20,000 into 5 upon 100. Cancel 2 zeros, 2 zeros. 200 into 5 will be 1,000. So amount of depreciation on building is 1,000. Right here 1,000. 20,000 less 1,000 will be 19,000. Now the second effect of depreciation on building goes to debit side of profit and loss account. Writing to depreciation on buildings, the amount of 1,000 will be mentioned in the outer column. So all the three assets, fixed assets, we have shown the depreciation. Next, each partner gets entitled to get commission at 1% of gross profit. This will be done when after the closing of trading account, because we will get the gross profit after the closing of trading account. After this, interest on capital at 5% per annum. So partners are getting 5% interest on their capital. First of all, we'll pass the entry. As the partners are getting it, it is recorded to the credit side of partners current account, writing by profit and loss account, and mention in bracket what are they getting? Interest on capital. Now we'll calculate it. Here you can see the amount of capital are 90,000 for Shipra and 30,000 for Manisha, and the rate of interest on capital is 5%. Show the working note for it. Interest on capital. First we'll go for Shipra. 90,000 is the amount of interest and the capital rate is 5%. So 90,000 into 5 upon 100. Calculate this. Cancel this 2 zeros. This 2 zeros. 900 into 5. What will be the answer? 4,500. Okay. Same for Manisha. Manisha's capital is 30,000. 30,000 into 5 upon 100. 2 zeros. 2 zeros. 300 into 5. It will be 1,500. So amount of interest is 4,500 and 1,500. Shipra 4,500. We already have passed the entry here. Write in the column of Shipra 4,500 and Manisha's was 1,500. First entry is done. Second entry, as we have mentioned, profit and loss account. So go to the debit side of profit and loss account, mentioning to interest on capital. We are having two partners. Write the names Shipra and the amount of Shipra, that is 4,500 in the inner column. Next partner is Manisha. Mention the amount of Manisha here, that is 1,500, and the total of these two will come in the outer column. The total will be 6,000. So here we have finished with this adjustment. But remember to give this commission on the gross profit. Okay. Move further. Outstanding expenses. Wages 200. Okay. First we'll go for wages only. Outstanding is always added. Wages is written to the debit of trading account. So we'll add 200 in this. Writing outstanding. What have we done? To the wages, add outstanding. And how much is the amount of wages? It is 200. So 800 plus 200 will be 1,000. Now the next effect of outstanding wages will go to the liability side. Liability, okay. So writing here outstanding wages. Which amount will mention here? This 200, as this is outstanding. Okay. Further, the salaries are also outstanding by 500 rupees. The same procedure we'll do. We'll go to the salary, add outstanding, and the outstanding amount is 500. So add here 500. 3,500 plus 500 will be 4,000 rupees. And the next effect, liability, outstanding salaries, the amount which is outstanding, that is 500 rupees. Next and the last adjustment, create provision for doubtful debts at 3% on sundry debtors. This is very common. What we do, we go to the sundry debtors and we deduct this provision for doubtful debt. Okay. But we have to calculate this 3% and we have to show it separately in the working note. So we'll go to sundry debtors. Here, less provision for doubtful debt. Write it fully. Now we will calculate 3% on 28,000. Show the working note separately. Provision for doubtful debt at 3%. 28,000 into 3 upon 100. 28,000 amount of debtors. Okay. So cancel this two zeros, this two zeros. Now 280 multiplied by 3. It will be 840 rupees. Write this amount here, 840. Now deduct this. How much you will get? 27,160. Now pass the second effect. It will be recorded to the debit of profit and loss account, writing to provision for doubtful debt. Okay, and the amount that we have calculated now, that is 840, will be written in the outer column. Here we have finished with all the adjustments. The adjustment of gross profit, I mean commission on gross profit, is remain. So when we close this account, we'll do that. Okay, we'll go for closings of accounts. Now we'll go for the closing of trading account first. Take the total of debit sides outer column and credit sides outer column and find out the greater side. The total of trading account credit side is 1,54,500 and the total of debit side is 72,800. Which side is greater? Credit side. So what will we do? We'll write the total of credit side in the credit column's closing box. 1,54,500. Transfer the same to the opposite side's closing box, that is 1,54,500. Now the smaller amount will be deducted from the bigger amount. Deduct the amount and find out the difference. You will get the difference of 81,700. This is nothing but difference, and this will be called as gross profit. So what we have done, we have found out the greater side, credit side is greater. We have written the total here. We have transfer is to the opposite side, and the difference that we have got will be written here up, that is 81,700, which is nothing but gross profit. So we write to gross profit. Okay, and this gross profit will be carried down to the opposite side of next account, that means credit side of profit and loss account. 81,700, it will be named as by gross profit. Here we'll stop for the adjustment number 4. It was written in the adjustment number 4 that each partner is entitled to get the commission at 1% of gross profit. Now gross profit amount we got, so 1% of it will be calculated and it will be given to the partners. Show the working note for it separately. Show the working note in this way: commission on gross profit at 1%. So 81,700 is gross profit into 1 upon 100. Cancel this two zeros, 817 into 1 will be 817 only. Means this 817 for Shipra, this 817 for Manisha. Entry for this will be passed to the credit side of partner's current account first, writing by profit and loss account and mention in bracket commission. Or you can write commission on gross profit. The amount of commission was 817 and 817 for both the partners. The second effect of the same will go to the debit side of profit and loss account. We'll write to commission on gross profit. I have limited space. You write it fully, to commission on gross profit. We do have two partners, that are Shipra. I'm adjusting it here, Shipra and Manisha. I'll write Shipra's commission here in the inner column 817 and Manisha's 817. Now take the total in the outer column. It will be 1,634,000. So this was the first effect and this is the second effect. Here we have completed all the adjustments. Now we'll close this profit and loss account first. Same steps for the closing. Credit sides outer column total, debit sides outer column total. Profit and loss account, debit sides total is 27,599 and credit sides total is 84,000. Definitely the credit sides total is greater, so we write the greater sides total to the greater side. Credit side's total is greater, 84,000. So write 84,000 in the closing box. This 84,000 will be transferred opposite side, 84,000 only. Now 84,000 minus 27,599, you will get 56,401 as the answer. This is nothing but difference and it will be called as net profit. What we do? What have we done? Greater side we have written here total, transfer it to the opposite side, and the difference that we got will be written here up. 56,401, 56,401. This has to be distributed among two of the partners. So I'll go two lines up. Our partners' names are Shipra and Manisha. Shipra and Manisha. And this is nothing but net profit. So write here to net profit. Now show the distribution of net profit in the working note. This will be distributed for Shipra and Manisha. For this will require the profit sharing ratio, which has been calculated here, 3:1. So 3:1 means 3 upon 4, the total of these two, and 1 upon 4. 3 upon 4 for Shipra and 1 upon 4 for Manisha. Now show the calculation. 56,401 into, we are going for Shipra, 3 upon 4, it is for Shipra, okay, and Manisha, 56,401 into 1 upon 4. Now go for the calculations. Calculate it. You will get the answers as 42,301 and 14,100 for Manisha. Okay. So write this two distribution here to the debit of profit and loss account that we have shown. So 42,301 for Shipra and 14,100 for Manisha. This distribution. Okay. Now the second effect of this net profit goes to the current account, partner's current account, credit side. What will we write here? By profit and loss account, and write in bracket net profit. Write it fully. What was the amount of Shipra? 42,301. So write here 42,301. In the same way, Manisha, it was 14,100. Now close this account. Okay, we'll close Shipra's column first. What we have to do? Take the credit side, Shipra's total, debit side, Shipra's total. There is no entry here. Definitely the credit side will be the bigger. The total of credit side of Shipra is 52,618. As this is greater side, we have written it here. Transfer the same to the Shipra's column only, closing box, 52,618. There is no entry made here for the deduction, so therefore the same amount will come up, 52,618. We will name it as, it is closing balance, so we'll write it to balance carried down or closed down. Okay. In the same way for the Manisha, there is no entry to the debit side of Manisha. Definitely the credit side will be the greater one. Take the total, and the total will be 19,417. Transfer this to the opposite side here. 19,417, nothing to deduct, so same amount will come up, 19,417. This is nothing but closing balance. Now this closing balance will be transferred to the liability side here. What will we write? Current account, partners current account. So current account, we are having two partners. Write their names, Shipra and Manisha, and their current account balances. Shipra 52,618 and Manisha 19,417. Take the total of both and write it to the outer column. It will be 72,035, 72,035. Okay. Now go for the closings of balance sheet. What will we do? Liability outside total, asset outside column total. The total of liability is 2,40,235 and asset side same, 2,40,235. Okay. It means the balance sheet is tallied. So here we have finished with all the solution. In this way, your whole solution should be with some working note in this way. Here you will show this and this, not this, the marked working note you will show. Okay. Hope you have understood the whole solution. Thank you so much. You can refer the links given in the description for the prior problems.